The fix, if there is one, to the massive security chip flaw just got more complicated. Fitness trackers have apparently exposed top-secret U.S. military bases and how the Bitcoin can bite you when it comes tax time. All of that and more just ahead on your Tech News Today for Tuesday, January 30th. And special thanks to today's sponsor for Tech News, Boll & Branch, the leader in luxurious organic bedding at bollandbranch.com. Let's begin today with the Spectre and Meltdown chip security flaws, still causing chaos around the world for just about every digital device out there and throwing vendors into a tailspin. Hardware and software companies are scrambling to roll out patches to fix all of the problems, but now the patches themselves are causing problems. Intel's fixes have caused many computers to begin rebooting and even lose data, so much so that Intel told users to stop using the patches. Microsoft has had the same problem, so it just released another emergency fix for Windows users. But, and this is a big but, this new emergency patch will protect against reboots, but stops protecting you against Spectre. So you have a patch to fix a patch, which then puts you back to the original problem. If your system is not impacted by the random shutdowns, you can still apply the emergency patch and re-enable the Spectre patch manually. Confused? Welcome to the club. By now, you've probably heard the story that fitness trackers have revealed the location of secret United States military bases. But that's not the real story. The real story is how the news went viral, and it reads like a Hollywood movie script. You see, the thing about fitness trackers, like the Fitbit or smartphone apps, is that fitness trackers, as they keep track of your heartbeat and blood pressure, also record your exercise routine using GPS accuracy. So along comes 20-year-old Australian college student Nathan Russer. Russer's research into the ongoing wars in Syria led him to discover maps showing pinpoint heat sources on the surface of the earth in parts of the Syrian desert where it was supposed to be completely unoccupied. And when those heat maps were overlaid with the daily exercise routine generated by fitness trackers showing activity in the Syrian deserts not far from conflict zones, there could be only one explanation: unmarked, secret military bases. Now, the frightening news here is that if a 20-year-old college student doing research can find secret U.S. military bases, the real enemy can't be far behind. So a message to the United States military: fitness trackers can be a major security risk. Well, take a look at the calendar. It's almost February, and tax season is sneaking up on us all. Now, if you think you can get around taxes because you're investing in the Bitcoin, well, guess again. The IRS does not consider Bitcoins to be a currency like the dollar. Instead, the Bitcoin is classified as property, like your house or a stock certificate, which can be a little confusing. If you buy something with a Bitcoin, you may think you're using money, but you're not. The government says it's not money. In fact, there are two different transactions going on. So let's talk about it from an investor standpoint. If you decide to sell a Bitcoin and you've owned it for less than 1 year, the difference in what you bought it for and what you sold it for will be taxed as ordinary income. But if you hold it for more than a year, it will be taxed as a capital gain when you sell it. And that means you could pay up to 20% in taxes. The government has also had trouble collecting these taxes because so many people have failed to report Bitcoin transactions to the IRS. And you know what that means? The IRS is going to be on the lookout for Bitcoin transactions. Now, there may be hope for future investors. A bill called the Cryptocurrency Tax Fairness Act was introduced in Congress this past September. If Congress passes it, it will create a tax exemption for all cryptocurrency transactions that are less than $600. And finally, today we're preparing for a very significant and rare celestial event for tomorrow, the super blue blood moon. The combination supermoon, blue moon, and lunar eclipse hasn't happened since 1866. Now, you don't need any special equipment to view this incredible sight. All you need to do is step outside after sunset and find the moon. Now, how much of the eclipse you get to see depends on exactly where you live. You can also catch the whole thing online. NASA is planning live coverage of the event with a live stream beginning Wednesday morning at 5:30 Eastern Time. And of course, you can head over to Commando.com to download this week's free podcast. Kim interviews a renowned astronomer who breaks down the event of the super blue blood moon. And we have tips on how best to capture it all, even for amateur photographers. And that's your tech news for today. And thanks to our sponsor, Boll & Branch. Take a look at their organic luxury bedding for the most comfortable sheets you'll ever sleep on. BollandBranch.com.